Feeling safe in your body isn't a small thing. It's what allows every part of you, your mind, your emotions, and even your spirit, to begin to trust it's okay to be here. And without a felt sense of safety, healing can't unfold in a deep way. The mind can understand, and the heart can want, but the body and nervous system will still keep guard. And the tricky thing about feeling safe in your body is that when your nervous system has lived in stress or survival for a long time, it actually becomes shaped by those experiences. It learns to stay on alert. So even when things are calm, it keeps scanning for what might go wrong. The body's threat detection system doesn't realize that the danger has passed, so it continues sending subtle warning signals through your whole system. And most of this happens beneath conscious awareness, right? Most of us aren't walking around thinking, I don't feel safe. But we're living with the effects of a body that's still in protection mode. Tight shoulders, shallow breathing, tension that never quite goes away, looping thoughts, emotional reactivity, and that constant hum of stress or hypervigilance deep inside. And this type of dysregulation is so much more common than you think. Much of what we call stress, anxiety, or burnout is actually the body doing its best to stay protected, even though that protection has become exhausting. And this is why we can't think or talk our way into feeling safe. I've listened to so many beautiful meditations that say things like, you are safe now, or you can relax. And while those words are loving and well-intentioned, if the body is still in a state of high alert, they just don't land. Your ears might hear them, but they don't touch a nervous system that's scanning for danger. But the hopeful part is this. We can teach our nervous systems how to feel safe again by consciously creating cues of safety. And that's exactly what we're going to do in today's somatic meditation. Cues of safety are the signals our body receives that speak directly to our nervous system and say, you're safe enough right now to rest, connect, or let go. These cues are how we start to downshift the constant alertness of the stress response and teach the nervous system a new pattern of being. And this is the real empowerment of somatic work, discovering that we can create these safety cues for ourselves. We're no longer at the mercy of our old wiring or past experiences. With time and gentle practice, the body can begin to experience something new, a felt sense that it's safe enough to soften, to rest, and to be here. And one of the most effective tools for doing this is havening, a gentle, self-soothing technique that uses slow, rhythmic touch to calm the brain and create waves of safety through the body. So, in today's somatic meditation to create cues of safety, I'll be utilizing havening and several other body-based techniques to help you feel safe in your body again. It's a gentle and compassionate practice that can help your nervous system soften, recalibrate, and rest so that you can come home to yourself in a deeper and more supportive way. Welcome to Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm Karenna with Hello Inner Light, and I'm so happy you're here. I'm a somatic healing coach who specializes in compassionate, body-centered processing that helps you heal the wounds that are holding you back. So if that's the kind of content you need more of in your life, please subscribe to this podcast and join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self. If this conversation about nervous system safety resonates with you, I'd love to invite you to discover more in my upcoming free training, The Secret Wisdom of Your Triggers. In this powerful class, we'll explore how your emotional triggers hold hidden wisdom and how they can become doorways to real healing when you know how to work with them somatically. You'll learn to uncover the subconscious roots of your triggers, understand why old patterns repeat, and learn a new body-centered approach to emotional healing that's both gentle and profound. It's a deep dive into emotional safety, self-compassion, and the nervous system patterns that shape how you feel and react. You can register for free now at the link in the show notes. And, as always, if you'd like to take this work even deeper, you can join me in regular live somatic healing practices and get ad-free access to this entire podcast inside Somatic Healing Hub. Somatic Healing Hub is a beautiful, deeply supportive online community filled with the structure, support, and somatic practices to help you actually feel better in your body and create real, lasting change in your life. We don't just talk about nervous system healing, we practice it together because it's that consistent, lived experience of regulation, showing up again and again in gentle, body-centered ways that truly reshapes the nervous system. And when you give your body the gift of regular practice, you're not just decreasing your stress, you're building a new baseline of safety, ease, and connection that touches every part of your life. You can find all of the information in the show notes, and I hope you'll join me. Now, here's a quick word from our sponsors that make all this free content possible. Now let's dive in to this somatic meditation to create cues of safety. So finding a time and a space where it's safe and comfortable to drop in and begin to do the havening touch. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it right now. So there are 3 ways to do havening touch. One way is simply to rub your palms together. So gently rubbing your palms together in a way that feels soothing to you. The second way to do havening touch is to rub down your arms from shoulder to elbow, just going down, sort of like a gentle moving hug. And the third way to do havening is to rub anywhere on your face, cheeks, or forehead with your hands or your fingers, again in a way that feels soothing to you. So these 3 types of touch, either rubbing your hands together, rubbing down your arms from shoulder to elbow, or rubbing anywhere on your face, cheeks, or forehead. These 3 types of touch have been shown to create delta waves in your brain. And these delta waves have the effect of down-regulating your amygdala. So this very literally is creating physiological cues of safety. communicating to deep parts of your brain that you're safe. So just doing the havening touch in any way that feels good. You can move between those 3 touches. You can just choose to do your favorite, whatever feels right to you. And another really powerful way to tell your nervous system that you're safe and it can relax is by orienting to your environment using all of your senses. So I'm going to walk you through havening and orienting right now. So doing the havening touch in any way that feels good to you. And as you're doing the havening touch, take a moment with your eyes open. And gently and slowly just begin to look around your environment. Noticing the textures and the colors that you can see right now. Noticing the light and the shadows. And looking around, see if you can find 4 shades of green. And gently scanning, notice 3 circles that you can see. And now just let your eyes rest on anything that you enjoy looking at, and give yourself a gentle breath. Now letting your eyes close whenever you feel ready. And with your eyes closed, take a moment to listen to all of the layers of sounds that you can hear right now. Just like we did a gentle visual scan, it's like you're scanning with your ears very gently now. And now give yourself 2 gentle breaths while you listen to the sound closest to you. And now, bring your awareness to how the havening touch feels, so you're orienting to your sense of touch. Noticing that you can really feel the texture of your skin. Your palms have all those little lines running across them. And your fingertips have all those tiny little bumps and ridges that form your fingerprints. Notice that you can feel the temperature of your skin. And you can feel the gentle pressure and movement of the havening touch. And now, as you're feeling the havening, notice that you can also feel your body in the chair or on the bed or wherever it is that you are. You can feel the chair beneath you and behind you. You can feel exactly which parts of your body are making contact with the chair. And noticing what that contact feels like right now. Like, is the chair hard or soft? Is it warm or cool? And notice, is your body making symmetrical or asymmetrical contact with the chair? And there are no right or wrong answers here. You're just feeling and noticing whatever you're noticing. And now, as you're feeling your body in the chair, also notice that you can feel your breath. You can feel the air moving in and out through your nostrils. And you can feel the rhythm of your breath, causing your chest and tummy to rise and fall. And just following the expansion of your rib cage for several breaths. So your rib cage naturally expands on the inhale, and it's a tiny movement, and you don't have to make it bigger, but just feel it for several breaths, tracking that very small and effortless movement of your rib cage. And now we're going to let go of the havening touch in order to do what I call the squeeze and sigh, which is another great way to bring cues of safety to your nervous system. So instead of the very gentle and soothing touch of havening, you're going to give yourself a sort of firm hug. So it shouldn't hurt and it shouldn't take too much effort, but it is much deeper pressure. So just giving yourself a nice squeeze, wrapping your arms around yourself in a hug. Squeeze your arms and let your next exhale just come out like a sigh. Now move your hands to another part of your arms, and again give yourself that firm hug, that nice squeeze, and let your next exhale come out like a sigh. One more time, moving your hands to another part of your upper arms. Again, giving yourself that firm hug, that squeeze, and exhale with a sigh. Now you're going to squeeze one hand with your other hand. So just giving your hand a firm but totally comfortable squeeze. Exhale with a sigh. You can gently squeeze your fingers and sigh. Switching hands. Now squeeze your second hand in a firm and comfortable way. And exhale with a sigh. Squeezing the fingers of the second hand. And again, letting yourself sigh. And now you can squeeze your thighs with your hands, or if you're seated, you can just press into your thighs with your hands. And again, the pressure should be nice and firm, but without effort and certainly without pain. So just squeezing or putting pressure down into your thighs and let yourself sigh. Finding another spot on your thighs to squeeze or put pressure. And sigh. And one more time, find a spot on your thighs. Give it a squeeze or some pressure. And exhale with a sigh. And now let the squeeze and sigh go. And you can start havening again if you like, or you can just let your body rest with no movement at all, whatever feels right to you. We've been consciously creating cues of safety, physiological signs that speak to deep parts of your nervous system and tell your nervous system it can relax. So just take a moment and notice how you feel. How's your breath? How's your posture? And has anything shifted within? So we've been creating cues of safety, and now we're just going to notice some cues of safety. So asking your body how it wants to breathe. And just breathing in the way that feels easiest and most nourishing. And now, as you're breathing and feeling your body, just notice anywhere within you that feels a little bit safe or comfortable. Like maybe there's a little bit of lightness in your heart, or perhaps you can feel the weight of a comforting blanket on your legs. Or maybe there's a part of you that just feels at ease, even if it's a tiny part. Just orient toward that. Notice that. And where do you feel that safety within the most right now? And how would you describe this feeling of safety? Like, what descriptive words would fit? Does this feeling of safety have a color or a quality? And just noticing anything else you notice about this feeling. When we begin to sense safety within or around us, it's really nice to bask in that or to pause and really notice it. So breathing. And now see if there are any cues of safety around you. So these can be things like a pleasant smell or the warmth of the sunlight coming in through your window, or something that looks nice when you look at it, or something that makes you feel connected. So just notice if there are any cues of safety in your environment. And again, they can be really small and really simple. Anything that you enjoy, anything that brings you comfort, or anything that makes you feel connected. So noticing whatever you're noticing in your environment. And again, just bask in it. Even the small, tiny cues are made more powerful when you just take a moment to slow down and really notice them. And now, bring your awareness back to that expansion in your rib cage that rhythmically happens with every inhale. Just tracking that gentle and small movement as you notice how you feel now. What's shifted within you? What feels different? And what looks different? Truly, our perspective on ourselves and the world changes when we move out of high alert and into safety. And take a few breaths here, just really reflecting on what this experience of creating cues of safety has been like for you. And now, ask your body if there's anything else it wants or needs before we bring this meditation to a close, and just listen for any answer it gives you. And then, whenever you feel ready and in your own timing, bring some gentle movement into your relaxed body, maybe wiggling or stretching. And then whenever you feel ready, just let your eyes open. Great work. So, how was that somatic meditation to create cues of safety? What effect did it have on your system? And what was your favorite part? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. As a reminder, if you're ready to understand and shift your triggers and patterns in a deeper, more compassionate way, you're invited to join me for my free training, The Secret Wisdom of Your Triggers. This training will give you the tools and insight to start transforming the patterns that have been keeping you stuck. You can register for free at the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to the podcast and also rate and review it. You could also send this episode to a friend who you think would enjoy it. And don't forget to join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self.